No, it's not stabled there. Not yet.
No.
We're doing some fall cleanup. Trying to get stuff put away. It is October 26th. We are getting ready to build an outhouse because our bathroom will not be done in time. So it's something we have to do today. But I also want to point out that there's a deer. Wyatt got one. That needs to be butchered. But it's okay, it's hanging. For tastier product. So I'm just gonna use some spare stuff that we had laying around. It's gonna look really good. I'll show you as we go. Like, first thing we're gonna do is build the floor, which will be ran on these here 4x4s that have a bit of a angle cut at the front, so it'll act as a skid. So we're gonna run just some old boards that we had crossed to span it, and then I'm gonna set the plywood on that, and that will be our deck for the outhouse. We'll be crapping in style this winter. All right, platform accomplished. Now we're gonna make the uprights. All right, so here's where we're at. Boom, deck, uprights. Use some extra fence boards that we had, leftover plywood we had. We're gonna run some Tyvek on top, some house wrap, and then we're gonna throw these roof panels up. Hence the reason for the Tyvek, because there is some already pre-drilled holes in there from the roof that it came off of. So a bit like that is what's gonna happen here. And then I'll probably trim down a little bit in there and tuck it back under and staple it some more. And then should have our roof up. I mean, look how much room is in here. You could like change or do whatever you need to do, like if there's company or something. Boom, what's up? Just partying. Lots of room for partying in here. Like, oh yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and just dookie duke. Boom. Yeah, hang like a heater on the wall, shelf with some potpourri. Oh man, I just forgot we were gonna put some of this pipe up as a vent. Oh well, I'll hole cut it, silicone it. Or maybe I'll just come out the back and up and clamp it on. That's probably what I'll end up doing. Put like a 90 in there. Just come out the box, up away from the back wall, and up above the roof line. Get a nice vent going on. Yeah. Well, we had to take a break, do a quick job down in Whitebird for some people we met at the homesteading conference this last year in Coeur d'Alene. And so pop down there and we'll get back to the build in just a minute. All right, guys, so here we are up in Whitebird, Idaho, which is also Hell's Canyon behind me. We're helping these nice folks. They're running off springs right now into ponds. There's no wells. There's like, I think it said like 12 or maybe it was 20 dry wells on the property. We're going to see if we can locate something sustainable for them. I mean, the springs feed them as families. Well, there's several families up here, but they need something more sustainable for agriculture and also livestock. So it's beautiful up here. Nice place. I'm gonna get to work. It was about 6 hours drive, and see if we can't find some water up here. Okay, so here's the current setup. That brown building is called the sheriff's office. Literally has sheriff's office painted on it, and that black tank behind it. So the air soffits is the filtration system, and it flows into that black tank, or down into the sediment ponds down there, or sediment tanks. We've got a dry well right here, as you can see. I'll point it out in a minute. And there's also a couple dry wells up here, and we're gonna go just double check up here, make sure that there's nothing here, because it would be this would be like the primary location of where they would want a well, and so that's what we're going to do first. So they own over across the road here, and there's a ravine coming down, and a lot of wells that have been over here drilled by neighbors have pretty decent wells, and they actually, well, all of them have water. Over here, not so much, but we're going to see if we can't run this fence line real quick, see if there's anything coming off this hill, and just see. And I don't know until I start checking. So while Riley and I were finishing up the bathroom, Wyatt came down here and threw up this lean-to, just tacking boards to a few trees. We got one post in here. It was a crooked post, so anyways, tacked it up there. We had some of this half log, or like the outside portion of a log that was from a mill, and he just put together this lean-to so we could park some stuff under here, keep it out of the snow. He's probably going to come back through and put some sides on at some point in the next few weeks, hopefully before it snows. But yeah, slapped it right up there. You know, obviously we had a bunch of that metal just laying around that we got from a remodel, so just kind of using it wherever we need it. I mean, if you have a few holes on it, right, from the old screws, right, but that's just drips. Keeps the majority of everything dry. So